Do you fear failure more than you desire success? Does the thought of falling short keep you awake at night? You're not alone. We all fear failure, but here's the truth. Failure is often the only path to greatness. If you're ready to stop letting fear control your future and start living your dream, stay with me till the end. Because today, we're not just talking about overcoming fear. We're going to crush it. Let's face it, fear of failure is real. It's that gut-wrenching feeling that keeps you from taking action, even though you know you could succeed. It's the voice that tells you, what if it doesn't work out? It's the reason why you're stuck in the comfort zone, too scared to take that first step toward your dreams. If you've ever felt paralyzed by the possibility of failure, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The worry, the sleepless nights, the what-ifs that swirl in your head. It's exhausting, isn't it? But here's something important you need to hear. You're not failing. You're learning. And that's where most people go wrong. I know. You're probably thinking, yeah, great. Learning is cool and all, but I still don't want to fail. Don't worry, I'm with you. But I promise, there's a simple shift in perspective that changes everything. So, how do we get past this fear? The first step is understanding the root of it. Let's break it down. Fear of failure isn't just an emotion, it's a primal instinct. Our brains are hardwired to protect us from danger, and failure feels like danger. It's uncomfortable. It feels like a threat to our identity, our worth, and even our survival. But here's the twist. Failure isn't dangerous. In fact, it's the gateway to growth. Think about the most successful people you admire, the ones who make it look easy. Guess what? They didn't get there without failing, repeatedly. Michael Jordan missed 9,000 shots in his career. Steve Jobs was fired from the company he founded. Oprah was told she wasn't fit for TV. And yet, they persisted. Why? Because failure was their stepping stone, not their stopping point. But how do you turn your fear of failure into the fuel that powers your success? How do you embrace failure instead of avoiding it? I'm going to show you the answer. But first, let me ask you this. Have you ever thought, what if I try and fail, and then everyone sees me fail? Well, let me tell you, everyone is probably too busy with their own lives to notice. But more on that later. Okay, now that we understand why we fear failure, let's talk about how to face it head-on. The key to overcoming the fear of failure is simple. Shift your mindset. Change the way you think about failure, and you can change the way you experience it. First, start by reframing failure. Failure isn't a stop sign, it's a lesson. Every failed attempt teaches you something valuable. If you treat failure as feedback, it becomes the building blocks of your success. Next, embrace imperfection. The pursuit of perfection paralyzes you. Every successful person you admire has embraced their flaws, their mistakes, their imperfections. They knew failure was part of the process, and they kept going. Start small. Big dreams are achieved by taking small, consistent steps. It's not about leaping into the unknown without a plan. It's about taking one small risk at a time. Risking nothing will keep you stuck forever. You see, overcoming fear isn't about getting rid of it. It's about using it to drive you. So, let's get practical. How do we take this new mindset and start moving forward? Here's the secret sauce. Consistency. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep moving. It's not about never failing. It's about failing forward, getting up, and trying again. When you commit to consistency, your fear of failure starts to fade away. And here's the kicker. You start to trust yourself. You'll realize that failure doesn't define you. Action does. And with every action you take, you get closer to your dreams. But there's one more key ingredient I need to share with you that will fast-track your success. It's a simple habit that the most successful people swear by, and I'll reveal it to you in just a second. But before we dive in, let me ask you this. The final piece of the puzzle? Accountability. Find someone to keep you accountable. A mentor, a friend, a community. Someone who will hold you to your goals and remind you of your dreams when you're feeling discouraged. So, here's what I want you to do. Today, take that first step. Identify one dream you've been afraid to pursue and take one small action toward it. And then, share your journey with someone who will hold you accountable. You've got this. Your dreams are waiting for you. It's time to dream and do. If this video helped you face your fear and take that first step toward your dream, hit that like button and subscribe for more inspiration. And leave a comment below.